Hello guys, it's Carrie Berry here. Today I'm doing a tutorial on this makeup look starring Lulu. Hey guys, it's Hello Carrie Berry. This is my first official YouTube video. I wanted to do a makeup tutorial, although that's not all this channel is about. It's going to be a lifestyle channel where I rant about my dog, things I buy for my dog, things I'm doing to this room, like finishing this wall so it doesn't look halfway done behind me. So definitely subscribe and follow if you like this video. You'll notice that I left in every error, mistake, struggle, sweaty moment, and my doggo, who's currently licking my foot under my desk right now. I think these things are really important for everyone to see, that you make errors, that it's a learning process, and that even when you've been doing it for many, many years, you're going to up. And that's okay. Please subscribe to my channel. You're going to see probably a video a week, hopefully more. I just don't want to get your hopes up and then fail you immediately. Definitely leave me suggestions in the comments. I'll list all the products that I used today, as well as any side things I can think of. This video will be voiceover, so I'll be talking you guys through as I am silly dancing and being a nut. Hey guys, I have to admit, I did not start this tutorial with a completely bare face, just leading you guys to complete success. Yay! So to start, I use Lancome in 110 Ivory, I believe it's called. Can't really see it on there, but I'll list it below. I use the NYX Professional line close bristle brush. I'll also list the specifications of that. Sorry I didn't clean my foundation off. You're welcome. So here we go, just applying one pump. I believe I use one pump per side of face as my daily routine. Blend, 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 blend. You're welcome for putting this in fast. So just take a little bit, guys, for under your neck. You want to make sure that your face is blending with your neck. Next, we're going to conceal. Here we go. I have two shades. One has more of a yellow tint to help, take the dead color out from under my eyes. So what I do is just do the basic V, you guys have seen a million times, and then it looks like I'm not patting it down, but I promise I am, guys. It's just so fast that you can't see my tiny little pats. There's millions of them. Next, you're going to go in with your lighter shade. I'll list both those shades below. I think they're 15 and 10, 15 being the lighter shade. And you're going to blend that as well. That's just going to actually act as your concealer without the toning effect. This is about one shade lighter than my actual foundation. Now you're going to go back in with your light concealer just to cover up those pimples. I sleep in my makeup. I'm a terrible, awful, rotten human being. It will be fine. Everything is okay. Next is the Too Faced Coco contour with, I don't even know what brush that is, but it was in a kit from Amazon. So that means it's super affordable. Just make sure the bristles are pretty soft but pretty close together to get a good contour. You'll see I start close to the beginning of my ear, kind of make that beautiful, gorgeous face just to find where my actual cheekbones are. Gotta work with it rather than against it. How you contour, guys, is going to be completely up to what your face shape is and what your end goal is for your actual contour. You're going to see next, I kind of start to blend my contour up into my forehead. The goal here is to go make yourself look as Marie Antoinette, like powder, gone, dead, blended zombie as possible, and then kind of just bring yourself back to life slowly with your contour and your highlight. That's the goal here, guys. Next, you're going to take your same contour shade or whatever shade works for you, and I just kind of like to slice my double chin right off. I don't mean that to be a negative thing, but for me, I just like to have a little bit of definition underneath my chin. It kind of helps the rest of my makeup stand out as well. Now I'm just going to go back in here, fight my hair a little bit. Next, we're going to set everything before we do our brows. I grabbed the wrong brush, guys. That was my highlighter brush. Don't want that sparkly of a face. And then, blend, 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 blend. Away my life. Perfect. I kind of like the Tarte setting powder. It takes away a lot of my pores and kind of helps blend everything together. I always do it before my highlight so that I'm not, dulling that shine. Anastasia, Beverly Hills, brow gel on my brows. I'm still on a brow journey, guys. I literally do my brows different every single day of my life. But you can see here I'm making errors with it and having to go back with a makeup wipe and reset my brow life. There we go. So I kind of just, neither of my brows are the same. They're definitely cousins, not sisters. They might not even be in the family. One of them might be adopted. It's okay. I made another error. See, we're all human. And you just wipe it away, and then I went back with my foundation brush and touched it back up just to blend it. There I am drawing the little hairs in there. Best to have this brush completely clean for each eyebrow. You're going to get the best precision that way. Going back in with my Tarte setting powder, just kind of setting my brows. If they come out too dark, I love bold, ridiculous eyebrows, but if they're out too dark, your setting powder can really help you blend that away. Now, here's a funny story. I'm using concealer as a base for my eyeshadow, but I only did it on one eye, so I skipped that because that was very embarrassing. So my right eye is going to be beautiful and bold, while my left eye is going to struggle. But hey, you know what? It's whatever. So this is a 24 karat Nudes by, I think, Maybelline? Perfect. Yeah, Maybelline. Going in with the lightest shade in the palette just as a base to even everything out. Then we have the NYX Avant Pop Palette, which I really like. It's actually pretty pigmented, guys. For considering it lasted on an eye that I didn't even prime, I'm pretty okay with that. It's pretty pigmented. It is a little bit dry, so I do suggest not following my lead of not priming. Make sure you have a nice primer under there because I believe with time it will crease a little bit. In the corners of my eyes, I did the green, which is the brighter color. On the outside, I did the teal. I try to do my darker colors so it's the outside of my eyes, just so that it's bolder towards the outside and kind of pinches to the middle. I bought the Metal palette by NYX, which is also awesome. I bought the same day as my other NYX brush. I'm using MAC brushes, by the way. Once again, I'll list it below. In here, I wanted to do the metal effect over it. I wasn't super happy because it kind of dulled the color, but it ended up making it super blendable, which is cool, and gave it a little more texture than just that bright, bright pop. And then back to the Avant Pop palette, and went right for the white just to have some definition between the two colors. Then I have my blending brush, and I'm just kind of blending it all together. And then I went boom, 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 and I was like, oh, crap, I took the pigment out. So once again, being a human, I took my Avant Pop palette again and went in and added some pigment into it. Revive. Remember? Dead and then back to life. That's the process here. That should be the name of the video. So here I am, pat, 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 pat. I usually do patting and then I slice like a windshield into my crease to blend it all. So I thought I was going to go into my cat eye and then I was like, just kidding. So that's the Sephora, I think charcoal liner, maybe, possibly. This is my least favorite part of doing my makeup, is doing my waterline and then doing the top of my eyes, which I like poked it in there and I was like, I'm done with that now, thank you. Now time for liquid liner, guys. I'll have to do a separate tutorial on liquid eyeliner. I do it pretty quickly. It's probably the thing that I feel the most confident about, I think because I've tortured myself for so many years on rushing it and it being the only thing I don't leave behind at the end of the day. If I have 2 minutes to get ready, I'm slapping a cat eye on. I don't care if you can't see my eyelashes or my eyebrows and my lips are covered in concealer from the day before. I am putting on a cat eye. You can't stop me. So I'll do a separate tutorial on that, guys, but there they are. So going in now, I took a neutral just to blend my bottom line. There it is. Also my least favorite thing in the entire world. Shadow in the eye is extremely painful. Going back into my metals palette, I'm grabbing, I don't know what shade that is, I'll list it below, but it's kind of like the pinky pearlized color. And just blending it into my brows just to make it more of a complete eye look rather than just some floating color on my eyeballs. Going in with the Falsies in Blackest Black or Very Black or whatever the hell that mascara color is called. I try and pull my eyelashes towards my nose, the bridge of my nose, rather than out to separate them. Next is Revolution. It's a highlighter. Goddess of Love is the color on that. I'm not in love with this highlighter. It has a really good payout, but you have to use a lot of products. So at the end of the day, I feel like I'm going to invest in a better highlighter for myself. It'll last a lot longer and probably have even better payout. I highlighted along my jawline a little bit just because I really like to have a dramatic contour, and that helps pop it. This is me deciding what lip color I'm going to do, and I ended up picking NYX over Kylie. You'll see more Kylie colors. I really love them. They last very long. So for my lip liner, I basically go to my Cupid's bow and make a little X to get that nice little dip in my lips. You can fake this out by overlining your lips and using the same method. And then I kind of work my way from the center out just to make sure that I can build it rather than try and retract it. This is also a NYX lip color. It's the Epic Inkline Lip Dye, the color Night Runner. I really, really like it. It doesn't have very long lasting effects. I would definitely pick my Kylie Cosmetics. I forgot what the actual shade is called. I'll list it below, but there's definitely a Kylie that's better than this, lasts longer, and it's a little bit of a thicker formula. Fixing that lip dip on the side by accident. That's okay. Everything's fine. Keep your cool. So guys, we're about to enter a giant struggle where Carrie Berry decides that she wants to put on lashes and they are stuck together. I can't find my duo glue, so I'm using Sephora glue, I think, or Eylure glue. I'm not sure which one, but this is the tragedy that I think we all sit at home putting on eyelashes. I think we all do this. I think we're together in this, girls. Unless you're way better than me, then hallelujah, but I feel like everyone goes through this before they're great, where you're like, this will be fine, everything's fine, it's just gonna go right on. It's cool. Yep, I'm just gonna hold down the corners. No problem. It's great, awesome. You'll see this decline very quickly. I promise I do end up getting a pair of lashes on, but definitely not this pair, even though I prefer this pair. That's okay. Everything's fine. We're gonna make it through together. And I may have said a cucka word, and then I spend the next couple of seconds swearing under my breath and getting angry, pointing at the dog, just distracting myself from the pain that is Falsies. And of course I self-feed. I think the trick is just being patient, which I really struggle with. I'm not patient. I don't want to wait for the glue to dry. So I just try to distract myself with Snapchat because, like, what else do we do as human beings? We distract ourselves with social media. So these lashes ended up working out better for me, but I do think I actually rip this lash off and do it again. It's serious, guys. Lashes are hard, and also you don't want to, I find that sometimes I'll be like, it's on, it's good enough, and then, you know, halfway through the day it'll lift, and really what I should have done is take that lash off, trim it a little bit shorter, make it more manageable for myself, you know, remove excess glue, which is basically exactly what I'm doing right now, is re-preparing my lash so I'm not fooling myself and I can actually do it properly. This is just a really great example, guys, of taking your time to do your makeup, because at the end of the day, you're doing it for you anyways. So who are we rushing for? Honestly, do it right. So this is the first successful lash application. Here we go. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Then this is reapplying that lash that seemed to be on, but I couldn't settle because I knew it was going to lift. Now I'm just going back in with my Liquid Eyeliner by ELF. And just making sure that it's blended. Since I ripped a bunch of eyelashes off, gotta put your cat eye back on. Layla's just like, Mom, this is such a waste of time. Why are you playing with me? So fix my cat eyes, and now we're gonna set. I guess this is basically a NYX cosmetics video by accident, but I just really love their products. They're easy to get a hold of. They're everywhere. So just taking like a angled brush. I'll list what it actually is, sorry guys, but just gonna contour my nose a little bit and realize that I kind of looked a little bit washed out, so I needed to bring a little more life. Remember how I said we're bringing ourselves from death back to life? Oh, I need a little bit more. I was barely holding on. So going in there, that's actually my setting powder brush, just kind of blending everything on my nose. Just gives me a little more of a button nose effect. Next we're going to go and point at Lulu apparently, and then go in with our Too Faced palette and highlight the bridge of our nose a little more, just to make that pop a little more dimension, because if my cheeks are going to be shining to heaven, I also need to bring my nose there too. And I know this is a really dramatic look, guys, but I love it. There it is, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and definitely subscribe to my videos. The real star of the show is Lulu. Right, baby? You're the star? You're the star? Are you the star? She's the star.